Greetings and welcome back. Sengoku Dynasty has just launched a major update, the Ikigai update, and it is jam-packed with new things, and it's super exciting, and I'm definitely excited to get into a new playthrough on this one. I have gotten a start on it just to check out the unlocks and check out how the perks work, and the perks are definitely interesting. So we'll go through some of these key ideas, and then we'll look into some of the changes, and I'll do more in-depth coverage as I go on like a piece-by-piece breakthrough as I go through a playthrough. And alright, first off, the biggest change is this. Changing how you utilize your experience, which is really a fun change, since now it gives you a lot more to flesh out, and it feels like there's a progression through what you're doing, and that your actions are getting you perks that then result in things being more efficient. I have definitely found that maxing out stamina, go figure, it helps out within your work, and it also helps out in combat, so I've found that this is just a go-to start here. And then of course chopping trees at the start of the game works well. I do love that these unlock because they're connected. In other words, you have certain things where if I'm a seasoned constructor, then I unlock the ability to be an efficient constructor, delivering more resources. That's kind of handy, and that's been fun to see. So it's less clicks to do work. That's kind of you don't need this one since you can have on fast delivery, but it's still fun. It's nice to see that there's some progression in that. And obviously there's other ones that result around miner and farming. And some of them have good synergy, such as going from one skill into another, having us be able to do faster work as a player in Way of the Leader, and then also having our skillful farmer to reduce the stamina costs. Could be helpful if you plan on doing that for your playthrough. If you plan on going through Warrior, still same things before, where now you have Trophy Hunter and you get more resources from them, so I'm guessing a lot of this is saleable. I haven't gotten a lot of animals just yet, so I'll be looking into that in more depth. And then the Way of the Monk, this has been nice because it enhances what you're doing in your other skills. So these look like they'll be fun to get as you give offerings in your shrines to level up and gain more experience as you go. This could be a great way to max out getting experience faster. So with the perks, it's nice to see that there are additions to things, and now you are having so much more to consider as you go through and flesh out your character. It does feel a lot more like there's a reason for what you do at this point. Now, my son noticed this as we were beginning this recording. I love that there are now little notices about where you are, but also there's a little village across the way here. I always loved having a village here because it's so easy to have access to flat land. They've definitely changed. It feels like it's changed. It feels like it's smaller now. And, oh yeah, let's do some combat. So with the combat, you now have a lot of stats with your weapons, right? Where now you can see that there is a stat for armor penetration, base damage, which it looks like we're still going to end up with the Yari, the Jumonji Yari. And it's got, let's see here. No, can't use tools for fighting. Go figure. That's a good call. I don't have any arrows in my bow, otherwise I would gladly do so. Now with this, early combat I've noticed, like with the wooden Yari, like our poor guy here, is tricky, and I definitely find myself going slow and trying to dodge as I can, and running out of stamina quickly every time. I definitely appreciate that they've tried to make the combat system feel more engaging, and, oh darn, I want to get that running stab going on. Let's try this. We'll do our sprint attack. Wah! There we go. Feels more satisfying. Oh yeah, we don't want to leave people behind. If you ever find these, remember, you can tear them down with an axe and then rescue them. From here, I believe one of the aspects they talked about was that you can raid bandit camps and actually do missions with it. Now, the opponents are decent. You'll find, I don't think right now you'll find it too difficult to win the fights, but especially with good weapons. You also have more stats with your armor, which I'm looking forward to them fleshing out over time. The idea of poison encumbrance definitely played Souls. This is definitely Souls light, which is nice. I don't know as I'd want a full Souls on challenge level in a game where I'm supposed to be building villages, but it could be fun. This seems like a lot fleshed out here. Now, looking into the management in your populations, you'll notice all my people aren't happy. I skipped a lot of days and I skipped a lot of seasons just to get to the point where I could record without rain. I had a lot of bad luck with that. I do love the idea that you have a overall workload for people, and that you can change it and you can dial in exactly what you want for any and all items, and you can change your tool set. It even reports exactly what modifier you're getting for your work based on the tool that is there. So if I toss on a stone axe, I'm getting 1.8. There we go. Or I'm getting 0.8, and it's costing me different amounts per workload. So that's a great way to change things, and I love that it's a lot smoother in that sense. They also note that you can remotely access all of your items for production, which is very cool. Definitely happy about that one, since sometimes it's you find yourself moving back and forth between things just trying to get items, and that turns into a pain in the butt. Oh, interesting. I don't think we can access this place. Then let's see here. You can also assign workers to items and see the workload. I think this is going to be fleshed out later, because I definitely cannot get over here. Very cool though. Love the decorations. They do mention that you can find bandit encampments across the map, and I'll be looking for those in the future to show y'all, and be looking forward to exploring what they're like. I do also love the stamina effect, that as you get tired, it does a visual effect for you on the screen. It definitely feels more engaging, and definitely feels a lot more alive and vibrant. It is also worth noting that now things are there's also the new Traveler's Outpost. This is awesome, because this allows you a fast travel location to get anywhere you wish at any time, which is super handy. Now, as soon as I build this thing, I am able to immediately fast travel anywhere I want to, so that we are good to go. That is a great comfort level for what we're doing in the game. Since now, if I really wanted to be at Seaside, and I really like that area there, if I really wanted to have access to being at that spot, it is quick and easy for me to get there. And does it stay? There it is. Easily accessed. All we have to do is pay coin to get there. Alright, something else that's kind of a fun little note is that when you go into settings, you can actually do a new thing with your gameplay where you can instantly build an entire building, where just one hammer hit and boom, you have the building set. So if you were looking to just build a village and have fun making it, and that's it, done. That's really kind of cool. They've also, I don't know, it's been nice to see that. They've changed how you access putting plants down. You can now add plants with the hammer, which is cool. And I do love the Zen garden. These are cool, and there's more to come, which is very cool. To find where the plants are at, we go into decorations and then plantable, and then you'll see this is now where the things are that used to be with the hoe. So this is now placed with the hammer, which is the tool of building, right? So it makes sense, and easy to access from there. With the shrines now we can make offerings, and we get a blessing, and we also get a Way of the Monk skill. So that's nice, because with the Way of the Monk, again, looking back on skills, that is, when we do Way of the Monk, we get a perk that gave me 2, or maybe I just needed 2. We then get bonus experience towards our actions, so whichever one you want to level fastest, and you notice that this is an earlier playthrough and I haven't chosen all of my perks yet. Probably going to end up doing, let's see here, probably a warrior experience. We'll have that go faster, even though it goes fast, I will say. So maybe we'll do one of each. Now, from here, with giving these offerings, you can give one this season, I believe. You can give another one. We'll have to check how long it takes before those regenerate. There are a number of other updates as well. I won't go through every single one of them. You can read them in the side here if you'd like, or you can go onto the Steam site and check them out to see what the current, what the changes are. But it is a lot, and it is awesome to see them working so hard on this. The combat system obviously is not done, as they say. Like, this is just the first introduction of what they're doing with it, and that they're going to continue to expand it out. I'm looking forward to it too. I appreciate the fact that it's a combat system that kind of feels it feels a little realistic, in the sense that you aren't tucking and rolling 10 feet at a time away from your enemies. Like in some games, you can only do simple hops, and you really do have to manage your stamina to be cautious on that. But it's low impact, where it doesn't feel like I'm just going to walk up to one enemy and it's just, I'm done. Probably no boss fights, but we'll have to see about that. I'm curious about how the bandit camp clearing goes. Alright, and you note that even with a knife out, your character has different animations for everything. There, check it out. We have on some of our hunting skills, and I got antlers, and I got fat. Let's see here, what's antlers about? Trophy? Oh, and it provides luxury. Cool, and we can sell it. Go figure. Then I'm guessing with boars we get tusks and things like that. Y'all, I hope you enjoy your new playthroughs in the game. I know I am looking forward to doing my playthrough, and I will take you through parts of it. I'll make sure to skip ahead so you're not seeing the boring parts of things that you've already seen before, and that we try to explore some of these new aspects together. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoy your playthroughs. Take care.